Oh yeah, we live, baby. Let me go ahead and do a sound check. Let me go ahead and do a sound check. Let me go ahead and do a sound check. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Testing, testing.
Testing, testing.
Absolutely. Yeah. We live, baby. Oh my goodness. Hey, y'all. How are y'all doing today on this lovely, lovely Sunday? It's the first of the month. Yeah. Shout out to everybody out there who's doing Ramadan. Your girl is doing Ramadan too. And my man, we are both doing Ramadan. So shout out to everybody. Ramadan Mubarak. All right, Ramadan Mubarak. I'm gonna just wait for some people to come in. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm just gonna start. So, if this is your first time seeing my lovely, beautiful face, welcome. Welcome to my channel. My name is Jalen, aka J1, and this is the Fruit of the Spirit series. So, I have been doing my wellness group called Wellness Workshop for a little bit over 2 years now. And I decided to do this series because it's what's needed right now for everybody, for me, for you, the masses. I did this on Google Meet. I didn't record it because people share very vulnerable stories and I didn't want to record them. So I decided to share this on YouTube Live so y'all can just comment and just see it in real time. So let's just get into it. Let me share this screen. Absolutely. So, welcome to Wellness Workshop, you guys. Here we are going to reflect, inspire, create, and grow. And like I said, this is the 9 weeks of wellness, Fruit of the Spirit series. Just a little bit about me. Oh, look at the hair growth, y'all. Are you kidding? Absolutely. So, like I said, my name is Jalen, aka J1. I'm a musician, artist, podcaster, and I'm the host of Wellness Workshop. If you scan this QR code right here, it'll take you to everything that I do. Tickets to my Wellness Workshop events, it'll take you to my podcast, my music, interviews that I've done, literally everything. Pics, oh, it didn't happen. So I actually got the opportunity to bring my wellness workshop in the school system. So these are just some pictures of me at the top on where I've done wellness workshop. At the bottom, shout out Lighthouse Therapy. They are a black owned, black founded therapy organization located here in Raleigh, North Carolina. Shout out Lighthouse Therapy. They also have Black male therapists as well. So shout out Lighthouse. Over here we have me, and I'm on the Nubian Message, which is a newsletter at NC State. So shout out Eliana and shout out Nubian Message. Shout out NC State. Just some more pictures of my in person wellness workshops. We have a vibe, okay? We have a great time. And then here's some more pictures. Look at those lovely, lovely faces. All right, icebreaker. What's something you've recently learned about yourself? And feel free to answer these questions in the chat box or comment below if you're not on the live right now, because I really want to know what you guys, the icebreakers and the reflective questions that are about to come up as well. What's something that I've recently learned about myself? Let me think. Hmm. So, with working in the school system and I'm doing Ramadan as well, I have more patience than I thought. Being excruciatingly hungry and tired and thirsty while at school with these kids, I'm able to just practice my classroom management skills, set boundaries, be very assertive, and complete my fast. And I have a lot of patience inside of me. How about y'all? What have y'all learned? Reflective writing. So go ahead and get your notebooks out. If you are on live right now, like I said, feel free to just comment these answers in the chat box. If you're watching this after I go live, put it in the chat below because I really want to know some of y'all's answers. So here's the three questions. When has doing the right thing felt wrong? Think of a time you made a morally good choice, but it caused discomfort or misunderstanding. What did that experience teach you about the complexity of goodness? How did you balance doing what's good with wanting to be liked or accepted? Question number two. What does being good mean to me and who taught me that? And the last question is, where in my life am I being good but not honest? Are there areas where you perform goodness for the sake of peace, appearance, or guilt? What truth might you be hiding behind that? And what would goodness look like if it were rooted in authenticity rather than approval? Whew, these are pretty deep questions. Let me go ahead and answer some of these myself. Okay. What does being good mean to me? So, to me, being good, and I put it in quotes when I wrote this down, means people pleasing. That's what being good means to me. Being good means people pleasing. And I used to be such a people pleaser, y'all. Oh my gosh. But guess what? Not anymore. Not anymore. I learned this from my upbringing, basically school. Yeah. Yeah, that's where I learned that from. Not good. People pleasing is not good. I'm so glad that I'm not that type of girl anymore. Hmm. When has doing the right thing felt wrong? Okay, so when I was in the wedding planning industry, I used to be a wedding planner, event planner. The bride came in with this elaborate PowerPoint and she had a Pinterest board, all the samples, etc., etc. And it was a beautiful vision indeed, but when we got to the end of the slideshow, she showed her budget. Child, she wanted a Kim K wedding for 10 bands. Realistically, that is not going to happen. All right. You cannot have a Kim K wedding with $10,000. Let's be for real. The flowers alone cost $10,000. If you have no type of background in wedding or event planning or floral arrangements or anything, flowers are very, very expensive. All right. Real flowers. Oh, flowers alone can cost you 10 bands. I've seen it with my own eyes. So she had 100 people on her guest list as well, and that's really expensive. The food, the catering, everything. And so I literally just had to tell her the truth. I said, look, I love the effort that you put into this. I love the Pinterest board. I love your PowerPoint. But Sally Mae, girl, you are not going to get what you want with the budget. You're just not. And it was awkward. Well, not to me. I was just being honest, but I could tell that she felt a little, oh, it got a little awkward, but a little uncomfortable. But I had to do what I had to do. It's my job. I'm not about to have you sign a contract thinking I can fulfill all of your wishes and desires like a Mary Poppins, just pull things out of my magical Telfar bag. It's just not going to happen like that. So, yeah, I had to do it. And I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad that I told her the truth. So, what are the fruits of the Spirit? If you haven't guessed by now, today we are covering goodness. So, Apostle Paul was actually writing a letter, and this is what he said. But the Holy Spirit produces this kind of fruit in our lives: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self control. There is no law against these things. And this is from Galatians chapter 5, verses 22 through 23. Now, before I go forward to this next slide, let me give y'all a little backstory preface. I am not a preacher, all right? I'm Christian, but all religions and backgrounds are welcome here. This is a judgment free zone, all right? I'm just trying to get closer to God. I'm trying to bring everybody closer to God, all right? So, where I get all of my information from, the Bible. I actually read the Bible, I take notes on the Bible myself. I also watch Bible Bujo on YouTube. Shout out Bible Bujo. She does amazing, amazing Bible studies, and her notes are very cool when she writes them. That's like one of my favorite things about her channel. And I also just do other Bible studies that I find on YouTube from normal people like you and well, everyone's a normal person, but pastors or just people who just share their Bible studies on YouTube. So this is where I get all of my information from. Goodness. So, goodness means having a genuine desire to do what's right, even when no one is watching. It's a moral quality, a mix of integrity, compassion, and love in action. You can think of kindness as how you treat others, and goodness as why you treat them that way. It comes from an inner sense of moral truth and love. Goodness requires courage. If you're doing something good, it means you're taking a stand against evil. And we all have to be a light in darkness. Y'all, it's some dark times going on right now. I'm sure you know. And if you don't know, wake that up, okay? Wake up and get to know what's going on. So, I have a little story time here. Story time about goodness. Let me see. Where is it at? Okay, so this is a story from the Bible. A woman was caught in the act of adultery. Religious leaders brought this lady to Jesus. And adultery is one of the 10 commandments. Like, you're not supposed to commit adultery. Adultery is basically cheating on your husband or your wife. And so these religious leaders, they caught this lady in the act and they brought her to Jesus. Jesus started writing in the sand, and it's not clear on what he was writing. He said, anyone without sin cast the first stone. Mm. And guess what the people did? The people just started to leave because, y'all, we are all sinners. We sin every single day, every single one of us. We are not perfect. We are sinners. Jesus didn't condone the adultery at all, but he did not condemn her. All right. He didn't condone. That's fine to not like something, but he didn't condemn her either. He didn't make her feel bad. Our job is not to condemn people, okay? We are not God, because we can't condemn people because of failure, because of their shortcomings, because of their mistakes, etc. It is our job to support and stand up, show the goodness of God. None of us are perfect. We are not the Jesus police, okay? We are not the Jesus police. We are not the God police. We just need to do what's right. And when we see something that's wrong, we say it's wrong, but we don't condemn people for doing something wrong and making mistakes. We are all human. We all make mistakes. We have to be a voice to those who don't have one. So a question I have for you is, are you willing to do what's good, even if it costs you and it's not a popular thing? Our job is to not condemn people, all right? Goodness should reflect God's love. Goodness requires courage. We got to stand up. We got to speak up. How are your morals? Where are your principles at? Do you know right from wrong? It's okay to not condone something, but we don't condemn, okay? And like I said, I read this question already. Am I willing to do what is good, even if it costs me and it isn't popular? Goodness impacts other people. And if you take a screenshot of this slide and click the YouTube hyperlink, it'll take you to a 5-minute just kids daily devotion on what goodness is and what it means. So we have the goodness growth plan. So we're going to reflect on goodness. Take a few minutes to journal. What does goodness look like in my daily life? When do I feel most aligned with my values? And when do I feel out of alignment? Define your core values. Write down 3 personal values that guide your life. Examples: honesty, compassion, creativity, faith, and generosity. Under each value, write one way you can live it out more intentionally this week. And here's a little creative twist: create a goodness board, a digital collage, or a page in your journal with photos, quotes, or drawings that represents what goodness looks like and feels like to you. You can share a photo if it's optional the next time that we meet, but I don't know how I can see that. If you do this, DM me on Instagram. My Instagram is at inner_wisdom podcast. And lastly, our weekly reflection. How did it feel to intentionally choose goodness this week? What challenged me? What moments or actions brought me peace, purpose, or joy? And how can I continue to practice goodness when it's inconvenient or unnoticed? Hmm. Just some food for thought. Just some food for thought. Like I told you guys, I have a podcast. It's called Inner Wisdom Podcast. And I actually have a Fruit of the Spirit series on there as well with my lovely, lovely man. He's on those episodes. Hey, babe, if you're listening to this. If you, like I said, you scan that QR code, it'll take you directly to all of my stuff. And my podcast is on there. Look at me. I look so happy. Boom. Y'all see that? It's giving Diana Ross realness. This is the cover art to my new album, Unstoppable by J1, available on all streaming platforms. If you want a physical CD, I have some. Go on CallistoRecords.com and you can order a CD off of there. And boom, here's our timeline. Wow. Next time I see you guys, we're going to be talking about faithfulness. Oh, yeah. Did y'all enjoy that? Was it a vibe? That was really fun. Be sure to be kind to yourself, be kind to other people, help others when you can, follow your dreams, and always, always, always listen to yourself. All right, you guys. Chat later. Bye. Wait, how do I end this stream? Oh, here it is. All right. Bye, you guys. It's been a long time since I've streamed. Okay, I'm not a tech girl. All right. Bye, y'all.